There may be two particular camps that this particular point in this moment is for. There's one camp, you're not so much suicidal. You might even be living your best life. Things are going well, or better than they were, or they're not as bad as they used to be. And truth be told, there's not a suicide. There's no intention to do harm to yourself, but yet still every now and then this thought comes. Yes, and yes, as quick as the thought comes, sometimes as quick as it leaves. So you don't really give too much thought to it because it's not a prevalent thought. But yet still that thing seems to find its way in every now and then. And there's that one particular camp. And there's a reality that we need to understand, that the enemy, he knows the glory that God is producing in your life, that he's transforming you into his glorious image. And as God moves you into a journey that ahead of you is so great, that on the other side of that journey is glory upon glory upon glory. He knows that he cannot stop you, but if he can influence you to stop yourself, you become one less conduit or vessel that will be used for the very glory of God. And that's one camp. But then there's another camp. There's another camp. These are not just thoughts. You've been at a weak, vulnerable, tired, weary place, a place of pain and hurt and torment, where you wish it was only a thought that was fleeting to and fro. This has been a prevalent thing, and you have been dealing with suicidal thoughts and contemplating it. And you feel like you've been all by yourself. You feel like you've been Elijah, and you've left some people behind, or that other people have left you behind. And you being behind yourself is not even your decision. If you could be a part of a group or community of people, you would, but it feels like other people don't want to be with you. You're in this life by yourself. You're in this journey by yourself. You feel like you're already in a journey that's too great, that's overtaking you, and there's no way out. And that the pain you're going through has suffocated your joy. It's been days, it's been months, possibly years since you've had a good laughter, since you had a good joy. It seems like you are drowning in your misery, and you have no strength or resolve to lift your head up out of the misery, just to breathe again. And this is this particular camp that you're going through. And even if you were to tell somebody that you were suicidal, you were thinking of these thoughts of taking your own life, you're afraid of how people are going to view you. That you already think they look at you as being inferior, less than, and inadequate, and they're going to look at you even worse, that something's wrong with you. And I want to come and dispel these thoughts from you, is that no, nothing's wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you because you're at this low place. Because any of us could be at this low place. Some of us have testimonies that we too used to be at a low place, but God brought us out of that place. And the reality is, I want to speak this over, that there's nothing wrong with you. You're not inferior. You're not broken. You're not incurable. I reject the lie over you that the world is going to be in a better place if you're not here, and that the people around you are not going to miss you. I reject the lie over you that the attention that you can get, that you've always desired, is by taking your life, and at that point then you will get the attention you always wanted. I reject the lie over you that you have to take your life to make somebody else feel as miserable as you feel, that somebody would feel guilty by how they did or did not treat you and how they contributed. I reject that. I reject the lie that God is mad at you, God is disappointed in you, that the suffering that you're going through, the rejection you have felt, is God's judgment, that he's judging you. He's turned his back on you. You committed the sin where he's no longer with you. He's giving you over to the enemy. You have no chance at eternal life. You've made decisions. You've practiced a lifestyle. You've got entangled with an addiction that God says, until you change your ways, I'm not willing to restore you, not willing to. I reject it. I reject it. I reject it. And everything that you've been going through. And the reality is, it's not that you don't want to be here. It's the fact that the pain is so much that you just want to be absent of the pain, even if that means being absent from here.